Let me see something right quick, y'all. I just thought about something. Um, this is the word sky. Sky. The word sky is short, is 1, 2, and 7. That's the word sky. It adds up to a 10. So that adds up to a 10. Longhand is 191125. 25. There's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 7. You see this? And then you see this? A, R, AT, 99. And then you got the 5th, R. That's 1. You see the S? Then you have the 9. And then you have the E, N, W. You can either use psi, sin, or su. The common word would be sin. Sky. There is nothing coming from the sky, that will save you. That will save you from sin. In the sky, from the words that they use. Inside of the word, it says ask, but then you have the serpent, and then you have the body, you see. You see, you have the serpent, or the frequency, you see. You had the serpent, then you had the body, but the K with the partial Y, you see. It says ask. However, this 12, that 12 could be a 6-6, right? A 7/5, right? It could be a 6-6, 7/5. It could be a 84, it could be a 93, a 39, right? I'm just saying. Sky, but then you have this 39 or the 93, but the 39 is the 27. See the 39 to 27? So you get 2 years, but this is a C, and that's an I. You see, remove the C. You see. Sky. So you have nets. That's 5, 5, and a 2. That's a 10. That goes here. You see. So, but have you paid attention to this sin? You know, But right above the sin, you see, you will have the word sine. You see. So you have to look at this lens right here. You have to look at this lens and then pay attention to your earth or your terrain. You see, you have to pay attention. See, listen. Then you have web, that's 5, 5 and 2. It's the same thing. You see, you got the net and you have the web. No one's coming from the sky to save you. S-A-V-E. There's the 19, there's the 1. You see, there it is. Partial of that K, but then it drops to a master number 22, and then it has the 5th. You see, partial to it'll be a 25. You see. So you have 1912, but the K or the Kef is 19112. Is this saying ask? But the word save or partial save, you see, or let's just say the whole body. But this is a 66. This 12 goes here. You see, yeah, that 12. Yeah, see, listen, look. Listen, this 12 right here, these two bodies are the same, sky and save. You see, it's basically the same. Because they're in order. You have an 11 and then you have a 12. But both of them will fall under the masculine. You see, it will fall under the masculine. You see. But the sin, you see how this is a 6? You see? This is a X, here's an A, here's an A. Here's a B, here's a B. You see? Above and below. That's what this 6 is. So your conscious is from above. Your subconscious is below. In the belly. On the outside, they call it a beast. On the inside, they call it your mother. Did you see? On the outside, they call it the beast. On the inside, they call it, you see, A, B, B, and A. You see, the beast is on the outside, but you in the inside, you was inside of the ankh. Or you was inside of the cradle, I'm sorry. You was inside of the cradle. And then on the outside, see, this outside world is nothing but a sub. You can learn yourself out on the outside. Right? Because that's where the minds are. Sin or sine. Know the definition of S-I-N-E. You have this N-E right here, which is a 52. That's the 7. You see that N-E? Wait a minute. Hold on. NE, that's a 7. Wait a minute, hold on. No. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a 7. See? See that 12? See that? 127. Web. 127. Sky. See? 5 and 12, 5 and 12. You see? The 27, the web. You see? You need oil to cleanse this lens, some type of oil to cleanse your lens. I'm saying this because something came to me, and I'm trying to figure out. You know, listen. I tell the people, and I'm still saying, and I'm asking questions. You see, ain't nobody really answering me because I guess they're coming from. I need people to use what God created. If you don't trust in yourself, if you believe that yourself is a filthy creature, or if you believe that yourself is not worthy to speak anything from yourself, you see, you ain't gonna be able to commune with this power, because this power is looking for units. It's looking for, it's seeing if you have the root of a mother and a father, you see, because that's how it's gonna know that its product as one or an individual, its product, you see, you came through from what it created. You see, he needs to see his negative. He needs to see its positive. He needs to see that one neutral thing that has, or that creates, destruction and healing, replenishing, and, you know, listen. These things aren't hard, right? They're not really hard. It's that you have to trust in yourself as a living being to speak from the right side of you, you see, from the right side of you. Now, the right side of you could be your left, you see. Understand that. It could be your left, the right side of you, you see. You got the logical side, then you got the creative side, however it may be. You see, and nowadays they're separating things. They call in logic something is wrong with logic. That's the man. Everything is still attacking the men. Something is attacking the seed bearer or the farmer, you see, and there aren't too many women, you see, in prominent positions, you see, that can fight with the man, you see, to let them know that they can be secure, knowing that the opposite of them, the opposite sex of them, you see, remembers creation and remember how they got here, you see. So when they down themselves, when they down their other half, they down in themselves, because they won't survive without it unless they turn themselves to this beast, you see, that's going to create the artificial, or create the artificial them, to where they won't need a man, you see. They won't need a man. You see, they'll just put their $5.99 inside of a machine and then drink something, a pill, you see, and then drink it. And then they'll have whatever type of baby they want, you see. Yeah, you know how you go and go to the candy machine or the snack machine? Well, they're gonna have pills like that, you see, to where you'll be able to buy, you see, a sperm, a two, or a unit, you see, in the package, you see. You'll be able to drink it and it will automatically find its way to where it needs to be inside of your torso, you see. I'm just saying, this is the eye that I look through, you see. I'm just saying that when the people say there's nothing coming down to save you, what do they actually mean? What are they actually saying? When they say there's nothing coming down to save you, you see, and then they say save yourself. So they talking like in these boxes when they talking, you see. And so inside that box, only a few is gonna listen, you see. So nothing coming to save you, but at the same time, well, they're actually right. They're actually right. Nothing is going to save them. Not even their conscience is going to save them. The books that they read isn't going to save them because they're going to be spooked, because they haven't studied creation. They studied the minds of other beings, and it's settled in them, so they're going to regurgitate what they wrote from someone else who went through the experience, you see, and then they wrote the book based on their experiences, you see. And then they sell it, and then a lot of people put on those clothing of that pain that person went through, you see, and then they start reciting it, but it's not real. It will only last a little bit, and then it'll come crumbling down because they don't have no blood in it. You see, they just got the book and the author's name and the trademark. That's what they have, but they don't have the blood, you see. They don't have the blood, no matter how well the author wrote the book. You see, they still don't have the blood. The blood is the living creature. The blood is the living body, you see. And if you don't have that helpmate around you, you see, or next to you, you see, if you fighting it, talking about what a man is and talking about what a woman is and how it treated you and how you treated it and all this other type of shit, you see what I'm saying? You see, you know, that man didn't have nothing to do with what you went through. Not for real. Shit, everything that man done, you accepted that type shit, you see, and you're mad because you was listening to his narcissism, you see, or his hyper masculinity, you see. That's what you was probably listening to. And you just got confused with it, you see. But in the beginning, he was the same nigga in the beginning. You see, he pulled you in with that hook. You see, that was a learning thing. That was something for you to learn by. You see, the next nigga ain't gonna have that because you done prayed up on high. The next nigga ain't gonna have nothing. Everything that you felt like you want in a man. You see, that nigga that's real for you, he ain't gonna come nothing like, he gonna come totally opposite of what you think a man should be in your life. He gonna come totally opposite of that type of shit. That real nigga, you see, and it's gonna come around you all the time. You gonna see it all the time, you see, and if you're on social media, he gonna pop up on your algorithms all the time. All that type shit. He gonna be right there in front of you and you ain't gonna even recognize him. I don't give a damn if she or he or white, black, Chinese, African, you see, South American, whatever, Canadian, you see what I'm saying? A Brit, you see, whatever, whoever they are. You see, because you on the web, so you're around the world. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to see him. You're going to see her. You see? But you're going to snarl at them. Just like you snarled at that nigga that you spent 4-5 years with. And he treated you like shit. And that same motherfucker that's going to touch your soul and bring joy to your life for the rest of your life, you're going to snarl at it too. That's a worm inside of you, male or female. That's a worm, you see? And you didn't do that. You acted out, but you didn't do that. That experience comes from the programming of your television and your mom and your daddy, or your mama looking at all my children and one life to live and all this other type of shit. You see, if you're my age or however it may be, you see what I'm saying? You know, you was taught these things. You was taught of how certain things are through the stories. You see, you was getting a double portion, the stories from the program box and the stories from the being that's positioning himself like God inside of a box, you see, where he can look down the canal and see all these inhabitants on the left side of him and on the right side of him. He can look at all the inhabitants, you see, and right when he's looking down, he's looking out the gate from whence you came. That's the sperm. You see, all these beings inside of that box ain't nothing but spermicide. You know, said sperm and semen. You see, that's all they are, semen. That's why they call them rows. You see, that's why they call them rows. Y'all be rowing your asses off to another building, Let's build these buildings. Let's still build these buildings while your children out here shooting each other, killing each other. Don't give a damn, looking at each other with an evil eye, looking at what they have on. You see what I'm saying? You see? Ready to take your life because you took theirs through their mother and through their father. So they don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. You see, these youngsters, you see, they can give a damn, you see, because you ain't doing it for them. You ain't doing it for them, you see. You got, if that's whatever type of spermicide came into that box or came into that womb they called the church, whatever type of data that those sperm heads have, you see, a lot of them haven't been replenished, or they just replenished to another height of their abomination, you see, that was given from the shepherd. You see, who stands before everyone, or stand before the sperm on the left side and the sperm on the right side. You see the inhabitants inside of the canal, you see, or inside of the womb. You see. And they build another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then this whirlwind just come like a big bad wolf and just blow your shit down and just blow it down, you see, because you're not listening. You're not listening. You see, the children come first. You see, who's better to tell it than a nigga who ain't been through it, who don't know nothing about it? Who's better to talk about this shit, you see, than a nigga who bled in it, who lost his life in it, trying to develop in it, but he lost his life in it. You see, who can tell it like the nigga who lost his life in it? or who gave up his life? Who can talk about the absent father or the absent child and things like that? Who can talk about it better than a motherfucker who went through it? You see, or who died in it? You see, is not afraid to talk about it. You see, who's better to talk about it? How can a motherfucker who ain't been through it talk about the shit that I be talking about? You see? How your intentions were good, but the spirit that was laid down from those that you came from and shit was more powerful, you see, than your intentions. So it was that path you had to go through so you could see the motherfucking curses. Everybody you touch or have babies by, nigga, they gonna leave. And you listen, they gonna put you right on there in the motherfucking government gonna be on your ass for the rest of your life. Anything that you make, nigga, out here in the world, they gonna take, nigga, look, you got a choice. You got a choice. You see, either follow me and suffer or live the rest of your life in the penitentiary inside of the penitentiary they call life. You see. Yeah. Yeah, see, this life thing is a penitentiary. And inside of this life thing, you have many penitentiaries. You see, just in case you escape this shit, But I'm just saying, do you really know? Do you really know? Who are these people? You see, can you imagine somebody talking about trying to talk about children and all this other type of shit, do something with the children and all this type of shit, but they don't know what it feels like to be away from your children. They don't know what that shit feels like. But they'll brag about how powerful they are and how strong they are being a father and all this other type of shit. But then they'll look down the block and see this other nigga who's suffering. You see? And they don't know why he's suffering. They just know he don't have no kids, so he's a deadbeat. You see? And they talk about him. You see? Make him feel bad about his existence. You see? But he got the key to millions. You see? They've been touched. You see? By this government bullshit. You see? Be proud of what God gave you. Have gratitude. Be grateful that you get a chance to see another world, you see, with your children. Be grateful, you see, because you don't know who came down, you see, who probably gonna help your children, you see, because your ego got in the way. You see, your ego got in the way and you capping on the wrong motherfuckers. You see, you got to pay attention because the ones who have intent to do the right thing, but it didn't come out right. And then you get those who say, fuck them kids. These motherfuckers look the same, nigga. You see, they look the same. So when the way you talk about both of the type niggas, maybe you don't know them then. Maybe you don't know them because they look the same. Maybe you don't know who these niggas are. Because they look the same, but nigga, they're around you too. Just like that helpmate is around you in this web and shit. You see? In this net. They're around you in the algorithms. They all around you, nigga. You see? They waiting to be ministered to. They waiting to get the fuck up because they got power and strength and it's all coming down to you. You see? All coming down to you. Be careful out here. Yeah.